You can order the struts used in the video on the CarParts.com website via the link in the description. Turn your engine off. Set the parking brake. Pull on the hood release handle and open the hood. Brush the 3 nuts holding the strut mount bearing and spray them with penetrating oil. Next, using a ratchet and a 14mm socket, unscrew the first 2 nuts holding the shock absorber a few threads so that there is enough slack for the next operations. Take a 14mm offset wrench to unscrew the last nut. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels. To be able to replace the struts on your vehicle, you need to remove the wheels to gain complete access to the suspension system. Lift the front of your vehicle. Place the vehicle on the jack stands. We strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Toyota Camry safely before carrying out this step. Don't forget to put the wheels under the vehicle. You can now see the struts on your car. Turn the disc outwards. This will facilitate the following steps. Using a ratchet and a 12mm socket, unscrew the bolt securing the brake hose clamp. Then, remove it. Using a fork, unclip the ABS sensor cable from the strut foot. Then shift the clamp. Now you need to remove the upper ball joint of the sway bar end link. To do so, we recommend watching the video, How to Replace the Sway Bar End Link Toyota Camry. Hey, it's Alex from CarParts.com. If you enjoyed this video and want to support us, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, back to work. Brush the 2 strut foot bolts, then spray them with penetrating oil. Next, using a ratchet and a 22mm socket, a breaker bar, and a 22mm socket to prevent the bolt from rotating, unscrew the strut foot nuts. Before removing the bolts, it is necessary to support the wheel knuckle with a jack to prevent the wheel knuckle assembly from falling. Then, remove the bolts. You can use a pin punch and a plastic mallet. Separate the strut foot from the wheel knuckle by prying it using a large screwdriver. The strut foot is now free. Hold the shock absorber with one hand and finish unscrewing the retaining nuts with the other. Remove the shock absorber. You can order the struts used in the video on the CarParts.com website via the link in the description. Take your new strut. Then remove the safety tape. Unscrew the 3 nuts holding the strut mount bearing. Insert the strut starting from the top part. Then, loosely screw the 3 nuts back on so that there is enough slack for the next operations. Insert the wheel knuckle into the strut foot. Put the bolts back in place. Then screw the nuts back on, by hand at first. Screw the strut foot nuts back on until they make contact, using a ratchet and a 22mm socket, a breaker bar, and a 22mm socket to prevent the bolt from rotating. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Remove the jack. Put the ABS sensor cable back in place. Then screw the brake hose clamp back on. Replace the ABS sensor cable in its slot. You can purchase the parts we used here by visiting our website at CarParts.com. You can now put the sway bar end link back in place. Screw the nut of the upper ball joint of the sway bar end link back on. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Then, you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. During this operation, you will be intervening on the front axle of your car, so it is advisable to perform a wheel alignment afterwards. Put the car back on the ground and block the wheels properly. The final tightening of the 3 nuts holding the strut mount bearing is carried out once the vehicle is on the ground. Tighten the nuts with the torque wrench. Operation complete.